Welcome to Bangla City SATV News. This is Shibala Alam with our headlines. Displaced Rohingyas and stranded Pakistanis are putting pressure on country's economy, said Prime Minister. Temple has been attacked to destabilize the country, said Home Minister. 3 cases were filed against over 4,000 named, unnamed people. T20 World Cup starts today. Bangladesh is playing the opening match against Scotland. Captain Mahmudullah is confident to start the event with it. Now the details. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina called the displaced Rohingyas and stranded Pakistanis as a burden for Bangladesh, saying they're putting pressure on the country's economy. The Prime Minister said this while newly appointed Ambassador of Netherlands to Bangladesh, Anne Gerard van Leeuwen, paid a courtesy call on her at her official Ganapabon residence. She added that the Rohingyas are also destroying the environment and forest resources of Cox's Bazar. She also talked about the stranded Pakistanis, saying these are creating economic pressure on Bangladesh. Prime Minister's Press Secretary Ehsan Al-Karim briefed the newsmen after the meeting. However, the ambassador expressed his realization that the solution is rooted to send back the Rohingyas to the native land Myanmar. The temple has been attacked on purpose to destabilize the country. Those who are committing this crime will be brought under the law, said Home Minister Asaduzaman Khan Kamal at the Secretariat at noon today. Law enforcement agencies are conducting operations in different parts of the country, including Kumilla, to arrest those involved in the attack on temples, he added. The minister remarked that a group was trying to destroy the country recently. Meanwhile, 3 cases were filed against over 4,000 named and unnamed people with 3 different police stations in Dhaka over Friday's clashes between police and protesters outraged by the alleged discretion of the Holy Quran at the Puja venue in Kumilla. The 3 cases were filed by police with Polton, Ramna and Chowk Bazar police stations with charges including assault on police, obstruction of government work and vandalism. In-person classes and exams of Dhaka University have resumed from Sunday after a hiatus 1.5 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic. As per the decision of the Academic Council on October 7, the Dhaka University authorities are welcoming students back to the university classrooms. After a long break, the students were happy to join the class with their classmates. However, the hygiene rules were not observed completely. Meanwhile, the Vice-Chancellor of the university said effective measures will be taken to compensate the loss of educational activities. Meantime, for the first time, 20 universities across the country are taking exams in cluster system at the same time. This decision of the University Grant Commission is to reduce the suffering in the admission test in public universities. The total number of seats in the 3 unit is 22,013. On an average, 11 students will contest for each seat. The mastery of the T20 World Cup is starting today and Bangladesh is playing the opening match. The opening is against Scotland. Not taking the opponent lightly, Captain Mahmudullah Riyad confident to start the event with the win. The Bangladesh captain thinks that the rate of the preparation match will not affect this match. Though he is worried about injury, he will play in the qualifiers from the beginning. The match will start at 8 p.m. Bangladesh local time. Our colleague Nuruddin Khan will update you in the next bulletins from Muscat, Oman accordingly. Viewers are taking a short break. Stay with Bangla City SATV News. Welcome back. You're watching Bangla City SATV News. Elsewhere across the world, the attacker who fatally stabbed British lawmaker David Amess was referred to an official counter-terrorist scheme. Police said late Saturday that detectives had until Friday, October 22nd, to question the suspect after he was detained under the Terrorism Act, which allowed them to extend his detention. The 25-year-old has named as Ali Harbi Ali. Media reports Mr. Ali was referred to the counter-terrorist prevent scheme some years ago, but was never a formal subject of interest to MI5. Veteran conservative Conservative MP David Am, 69, who was talking with voters at a church in the small town of Leigh-on-Sea, east of London, and he was stabbed to death on Friday. Police have said they were investigating a potential motivation linked to Islamist extremism. The investigation is being led by Scotland Yard's Counterterrorism Command. The Director General of the International Atomic Energy Agency, Rafael Grossi, said Friday that his agency will stay in close communication with South Korea and other parties with respect to the disposal of water at Fukushima nuclear power plant in Japan. Currently, Japan is set to go ahead with a plan to release radioactive water stored at the plant into the ocean, a proposal that has alarmed Japan's neighbors. According to South Korea's foreign ministry, the IAEA chief made the pledge in a meeting in Vienna with Seoul's Deputy Foreign Minister for Multilateral Affairs, Ham Sang-woong. Ham reportedly conveyed Seoul's concern about the plan to release the water and asked that the IAEA help achieve an amicable resolution of the matter. Rosie pledged an active role in those efforts for the international inspection team formed recently, which includes experts from South Korea. NASA launched a first-of-its-kind mission called Lucy to examine a cluster of rocky bodies known as Jupiter Trojan asteroids that scientists believe are remnants of the primordial material that formed the solar system outer planet. It goes all off schedule. Lucy will embark on the 12-year expedition and will become the first solar-powered spacecraft to go so far from the Sun. NASA's Lucy spacecraft uptopped a United Launch Alliance Atlas V rocket for a mission to study the Trojan asteroids in the outer solar system stands at Pad 41 in preparation for launch at Cape Canaveral Space Force Station. The Atlas V rocket, responsible for propelling the probe, was set to lift off on Saturday. The probe will study 8 asteroids in the total, more than any mission before it. Believed to be rich in carbon compounds, the asteroids may even help deepen the understanding of the origin of organic material and life on our planet, NASA said. Another story from the sports world. The Olympic flame will once again be lit in an empty stadium on Monday as it starts its truncated journey to Beijing for the Winter Games in February. Like the ceremony in March 2020 to light the flame for Tokyo, and like those games which were put back a year, Monday's ceremony is a victim of coronavirus restrictions. Due to the situation created by the COVID-19 pandemic, the lighting ceremony will be held in strict compliance with local health protocols. The Hellenic Olympic Committee announced in September. Before ending, we go to the Euro-Bangla City SATV News headlines again. Displaced Rohingyas and stranded Pakistanis are putting pressure on country's economy, said Prime Minister. Temple has been attacked to destabilize the country, said Home Minister. 3 cases were filed against over 4,000 named unnamed people. T20 World Cup starts today. Bangladesh is playing the opening match against Scotland. Captain Mahmudullah is confident to start the event to win. We're up to date so far here on Euro-Bangla City SATV News, and to know the latest news visit www.satv.tv. Stay with SATV.